when we're on the air. Hey guys! Okay, so we're finally on. Hallelujah! Oh my gosh, guys, these energies today are off the hook. And for anybody who's part of this group, I'm telling you, it's amazing. Okay, sorry, the incense is like coming right in front of my face. It always does that. No matter where I put it and where I'm sitting, it goes right to my face. I'm like, okay, that's enough of that. All right, so I'm going to say a short prayer, or kind of like a prayer or a little bit of a protection for us. And then we're just going to jump right into it. And so you'll have to forgive me because I wrote this down in the middle of the night. It came to me as a message, and so some of it I can't exactly read, but you'll get the gist of it, okay? So it says, roaring dragon, breathing fire, flying high above your head, burning bright flames of power, showering you instead, with burning embers showering your sacred head. Being blessed by this burst of flames that are blessing you instead, sacred fire burning bright with sacred fire of the light, protected you this very night. Safe you were, and blessed be, child of God for all to see.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. So
that's for all of us to be like, we're all protected now.
Awesome. Well, I just, wait, I'm trying to, I'm trying as per usual to see comments and share with everyone here. So let me see if I can get into our comments and share this video with everybody on Facebook so you know where we are. Because I've got a couple people, they're like, where are you? I'm like, no, we're not on yet. So there we go.
Don't panic. We're here.
We're here. And let me just post this, and then we're set to go. And I just, as a matter of fact, just as I was waiting for Glammy to get everything going, I was able to get a message come in for us for the group. So I'll go ahead and read that for everybody. And this came in. It says that the loving energies of the Christ are with us today. As he gave us the example of ascension, for those who are not Catholic or today is the day of the ascension. Basically, it was 40 days from the time of his resurrection. In 40 days, that is when he was ascended into heaven and taken bodily up to God, to the universe, to source. And it says, so too we have been given the gift and ability to achieve this for ourselves. It is plain and simple. Live life in love. You are love, so be love. Mother Mary, Lady Nada, Kuan Yin of compassion, all shining their loving pink energies, and it covers the world. Unconditional love. We have a special message for us as women and light workers. It says, we as women can hold the children of the world in our arms, and our own children, gosh, I'm getting chills, holding them all in the light of love. They are in need of us to step into this space of complete and utter devotion to love, to live as examples of how love can manifest in the world. Guys, I have like goosebumps on top of goosebumps right now. It says, to band together, O sisters of the great circle, rooted deep within Mother Earth, and bring your energies together to serve as support to your own healing and those of others. We work together in the sacred circle of divine white light and bring forth this light to shine on all the earth, lifting it up into ascension. So, wow. So my hairs, my little white blonde hairs are standing on end. My goosebumps got goosebumps. You know, the message is just so like amazing that we can, you know, when we ground ourselves in Mother Earth, we can envision a white light of a divine white light of circle within Mother Earth to ground ourselves in. And there we can see our sisters standing next to us. Actually, before I went into the rainbow healing, I was taken to that place, and I saw women of Mayan descent, from India, from the Eastern, from Asia, from Native American. I saw Stasha. I saw White Buffalo. I saw her as White Buffalo Calf Woman. I saw the Orishas. I saw all of us that have the spirit of these women and these shaman women, that we have great power, great energy within us. And together, when we go into this white circle, it's just magnified, and it really will allow us to hold the space of love, not only for ourselves, our family, but for the world. And that is what they're asking us to do. They are asking us to step into our path, step into our abilities, and step into love, and to be the shining example of how love can manifest here on earth.
All right, cool. Well, I have a really short message. Mine is really short, but I ended up writing it like right before we started. So I'm just going to read it, and it says, salutations to one and all in our sacred group this day. I am here to demonstrate the power of one, the power of all. Is this not so? Today you all celebrate a great joining. Rejoice, be exalted above all else this day. You are all so courageous. The energy in this group today is like a rocket traveling through the universe. This is your Kundalini activated and on fire. Feel these vibrations through your soul body, through your auric field, and through your physical body. Pulsate and thrive upon your energies and use these to manifest what you desire. Today is the day to embrace these energies and soar, my dear. Sorry, I was like, I can't read my own handwriting. All right, so today is the day to embrace these energies and soar, my dears. So it is. So it's saying, beautiful. Yeah. So anybody who's part of this group, today is, you know, don't waste your time and be like, oh, I'm going to do this later. I'm going to, you know, manifest what you want today, because the energies are there.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, a lot of the light workers have been coming up with these same messages. I was just watching, I really like him, Intuitive Mitchell, and he came out with the Four of Wands. So there we have the stability. We have the sense of family and celebration and union, and, you know, coming together as a whole. And so I thought that was a really beautiful message. And David Palmer too, in his message today, was just like, this is the day, folks. We've got the energies that are coming in, and really allowing us to break forward, to really come into our space and who we are, and a lot of abundance, wonderful abundance coming in as well. So I'm sorry, I'm a little airy-fairy still. Jenny was laughing at me because I kept coming in and out of the house because I kept forgetting stuff, and she's like, what are you doing? I said, you know, I went into my meditation, I did the rainbow healing for everyone, and I'm just still out there. So that's okay, you know.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's better for us, because the more you're in your space and in your zone, the better for us. So so I was going to talk about, I know we were going to talk about, and you know more about this stuff than I do, but that there's 3 eclipses in May, I think. I'm hoping I got that right. And that so we're in the new moon, and to get more technical, and the zone is, and I know a lot of you are going to know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I just knew it was important for me to bring it up. The zone is Taurus, 19 degrees, 31 minutes, and a lot of people just round it up to 20. And so, you know, and then I just wrote down about like all these energies, and you can talk a little bit about that, Marian, about what this, you know, the new moon and the solar eclipse.
Okay. Well, we started with the last full moon with the eclipse that was in Scorpio, and that basically brought us the gift of courage to be able to get through our barriers, get through those self-limiting beliefs that have been holding us back for so long, so that today, which is the new moon and a solar eclipse energy. Normally the full moon of the lunar eclipses happen in full moon, and it's about releasing and letting go. And we happen to be sandwiched a solar eclipse between two lunar eclipses, because we're going to have another lunar eclipse at the end of May. So what this solar eclipse is coming in to do is to kind of do like a rocket of desire, a quantum leap in boosting the energies of the last lunar eclipse, which we are still under the influences. We are under the influences of a lunar eclipse for 30 days. So basically what this is doing is giving a rocket fuel, a burst of energy to that lunar eclipse, bringing about more courage, more surety, and what it is that we want for our lives, and how we're going to step into, without fear, into these new areas that we're being led to do. Like, you've done the inner work, so you guys know, you know what you want to do. You know, it's there for you. You already have the idea. You may not know how yet, but you certainly have an inkling of, you know what, this is my life purpose. This is what I'm being drawn to, whether it be healing, or those of you who are just getting into the spiritual realm, but you're opening up to it. You're asking questions. You're seeking. So that that is just amazing, because you've awakened in the sense of, you know, or realize that there's something more than just the physical plane and the physical manifestation. So I do want to say hi to a couple people. We've got Tony's with us. So hey, Tony, thanks for joining. And we've got Jen Lozano. Hello. And you're welcome for taking your last minute. We were lucky we had an extra candle. Mm-hmm. Messiah's here with us. Hi, Messiah. And Taja, Jera Emma Witchy 88 is here. And Taylor Holding and CTL Vasquez. So thanks very much, guys. Welcome, welcome.
All right, very good. So I wrote, you know, a couple notes down too about, you know, these energies and what you can do with them. And so this is definitely a time of, you know, these things rising up and us letting go, and things that must go. Like, you know, we knew about things that we had to let go of. Now we must let them go. Because it's not even about talking about it or thinking about it. You just have to act on it, okay? And it says that the energies that we have right now are set up for pulling up these negative and these lower vibration attitudes that we have, that negative self-talk, the you know, cursing is also a little bit of lower vibration. And I remember a couple of years ago when my first older kids were younger, because I feel like I have two groups. I have my 20-year-olds, my mid-20-year-olds, and I remember hearing my kids saying, I hate this, I hate blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so horrible. I mean, that's really terrible. And then I caught myself, and and then I realized it was coming from me, and I didn't even realize that I was talking like that. But even at that time, I wasn't, you know, where I am today with the spirituality. I knew that that was really, you know, it was just it wasn't a good thing or a great thing to say, and then also have my kids emulate. And so I just bring that up because these are things that we need to let go of. These are things that we need to not do because they're lowering our vibration. So I just thought I'd give you an example. You know, and if there's anything that you do that makes you feel like not comfortable, or you don't feel good, or you get that little Jiminy Cricket, you know, your little conscious saying, oh, you really shouldn't do that. You really need to start listening to those voices. And so, and also, you know, one of the cards that I had pulled up yesterday was about releasing harsh judgments about yourself. And, you know, because if you're judging yourself harshly, there's a good chance that you're doing it to other people as well. And you're being really judgmental. And that's something else that you really, really need to not do. And so, of course, you have to replace these things. So what you need to replace them with is like compassion, peace, unconditional love. Now, is that easy to do? Definitely not. I know it's not easy. And, you know, especially when you're having to deal with the public and dealing with other people, but it's something that if you want to move to the next level, you have to start at least trying to do, okay? And so, you know, there's three forces that are really helping us out today. And we have the sun is helping us out, and it's helping us with creativity, with fire, with passion. And, you know, Marion's going to be talking about it next. You know, we're going to be talking about with your chakras. We have Mercury, who is the messenger, and the messenger is, you know, stop a minute, pause, really just take stock and sit down and really kind of just ground yourself and think about the things. Use these energies to really manifest what you want in a positive way. And then we also have the moon, and so that's talking about, you know, really go into your intuition. You know, stop thinking with your logical brain and go into your intuition. And you know, that's what's going to help raise your vibration at this time now, is that we have these three energies that can really help us out.
Oh, I was just noticing who else is. What happened here? I lost it. Anyway, I know that 8888 Monad is with us, has joined us, and so I just want to say hello to her, give her a shout out. And I wanted to add to what you were talking about. When the lunar eclipse,
really manifest what you want in a positive way. And then
when the lunar eclipse came in at the end of April, it was in Scorpio, and Scorpio is the deepest of feelings. Scorpio also is aligned with the root chakra. So we've been working on these root chakra energies really since April 25th. So that's why a lot of this is so emotional, so like really hard, like deep, you know, energies, and you feel like, oh my gosh. I know a lot of people have been going through confusion in the last few days, but our what we were meant to do is to stay centered, to stay with to be persistent. And I keep getting this this message of this word in different readings and different things. It's talking about persistency, consistency, to do practice every day, to do your meditations every day. That is part of loving yourself, is to give yourself the time to kind of, you know, retract from the day, either in the morning to prepare for your day, or at the end of the day to say, wow, you know, what did I go through today? What did I learn? What can I be grateful for? All of those things. And that's really about creating a foundation. And that is what the root chakra is all about. It's our foundations. It's our foundations in the physical manifestation. There's foundations for relationships. So is there passion? Is there sexuality? Is there romance? Is there touching and feeling and hugging and kissing and demonstrative showings of this emotion which you carry and share in your heart? It's also about relationships with soulmates. That could be business partners. It could be just friends and family members. So we're creating, when I went into the rainbow healing, I'll talk about it a little bit later, but I saw us placing the stones of the foundation. We're making it solid. We're recreating. The tower energies of release have already come through. The tower has brought it down, and now we're working from the ground up again. So take the time to set your foundation, your stones, firmly in the ground, so that as the ascension process happens naturally, you release that energy, you're able to draw it up through Mother Earth, through you, through your chakras, and use that red creative energy, that red energy, to really boost yourself. Use it as an inspiration and an energizer. And when we talk about the root chakra, and we talk about Kundalini energy, which is basically the dragon energy, and we are in the Chinese New Year of the water dragon. So, you know, those energies, you can harness them, and you can, when you are truly grounded in Mother Earth and you're in your meditation, there comes that still point that we always talk about, that point which just the mind has stopped and you're in that little space of quiet. That is the moment of Kundalini energies, because you're completely in balance. You're completely in tune and in alignment, not only through physical and energy centers of the body, but with spirituality. You are in tune with the divine. So everything just, it's like it's like a puzzle piece. It just clicks, 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 clicks. Everything just clicks together, and then you see the whole picture. And as that element of fire, which is your passion for what you're working in, what you're doing, your passion for living life. We have a gift. We're here. We're here today. Just exude that joy, that woohoo, I'm here. I'm here on this earth, and I have every moment I have the opportunity to make it great and wonderful. And that is how our free will works. That is our free will, to make the choice to use these energies to live our life and enjoy our life.
Okay. Yeah, and I wanted to add to that, one of the messages that I kind of got today is, especially you're talking about like the passion and the relationships. And, for anybody who's watching, if there's somebody that really always gets you going, like the minute you see them, you're just like, oh, I love this person, but they really push me to the limit. They drive me crazy. And I feel like there may be somebody that you're not like, you kind of, not that you're never going to talk to them, but you kind of had it out with them. And, it's time for you to, to just get back, pick up the phone, be the first one to be like, okay, yeah, we have one of our little, our little fights, but it's done, it's over, because that person is the one who really challenges you. And so that's the one who's helping you to raise your vibration, even though they aggravate you. So so if there's anybody who's out, if this sounds familiar to you or this sounds right, you need to go ahead and make the first gesture. So,
well, you know what? Sometimes the people who aggravate us, they're actually our soulmates, because they're coming with the lessons we need to learn and that we need to work with. And it's pointing out to you, you need a little work on this end over here. And, whatever it is that they're giving you, you have to stop and consider, how are you attracting that into your life? What is within your energy that is bringing that lesson again? Because usually it's repeated. And two, what is it that they're reflecting back to you? What are you giving out that they are actually reflecting that same energy? If that's what you're getting, that's because that's what you're giving out. And you have to stop and consider, step back and think from a new perspective, and perhaps that's what allows you to act in a different manner, and that will change the karmic pattern. That's what changes karmic pattern, is a change in perception. I wanted to say hi. Oh, Karen's here, Orb66. Hi. I haven't seen your vids for a while, so thank you for coming. And Lady Naya's here, so hey, Lisa, what's up? Oh, and True Gemini's with us, 01. So thank you, ladies, for coming.
Right.
Thanks for being here.
I have to do a shout out again for Lisa. I know I always do it, but I used, and I'm going to have to get more, because I use my precious oils that Lisa makes to anoint all these candles. So she knows how much of a supply I have. So I think I'm going to have to break down, and it was hard to share it, guys. So you better really appreciate. I'm going to have to get another vial of some oil. So.
All right. Oh, can we see the table back here?
I don't have my laptop, but let me. I'll talk so that you guys can see this. What I'm gonna do is, since I don't have the laptop to do a really close-up view, I'm gonna do I'll do a lot of update videos, but I'll do at least one private video for everybody who's involved, so that you can see your cards, because everybody got a card. Everybody got a number and a symbol so that this way you know exactly which candle is yours. I don't have to mention it. I don't have to say it. On here I have some feathers that Stasha, I bought some feathers from Stasha, and she did a sacred ceremony with these feathers. So it was just really, really gorgeous. And everybody either has a orange calcite in front of them or Amazonite, and they're so beautiful. I mean, I love these colors; they're just amazing. And I picked these cards. I bought these from Witch on the Rocks. So let me see. So calcite matches up with the solar plexus chakra and the crown chakra. The zodiac is Leo. And so this is really good for motivation, for creativity and sexuality. So I thought that was really, really perfect. And then, so these are the colors. My nails are shot, guys. So let's see if I can get these.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And the Amazonite, the zodiac is Virgo. Oh, this one she has the planet, which is Uranus. The chakra is the solar plexus, the heart, and the throat. And this one is really cool. It's good for absorbing the energetic pollution from computers, which I find really, I was just like, really? Wow, that's crazy. It boosts healing after illness, and it combines intellect and rationality with intuition, which I thought was really, really cool. And so everybody has a goddess card, except for this one right here. This one has a sigil card. So, you know, you'll know who you are when you see it. You'll know it's yours. And of course, I got my big boy here.
Oh,
here's my big boy.
I have to tell you, your video of last night when you were doing the prep, the energies that just came off of that video were amazing. That is so gorgeous.
Isn't it? Oh, I love this. And I got this one from Kimmy from Autumn Star Moon. She doesn't sell all the time. So when she does a video that she's selling stuff, I'm like, I'm on it. I'm like, okay, what does she have? I always want something because she, everything that she has is quality and is reasonably priced. So I'm just like, I'm there. But I'm going to, you know, I have 2 things of water. The glasses of water are to represent the water element, but also as a filter and as protection for us and for what we're doing here. So, and let me see if I can show, let me show a couple of them. I'll show all the candles up front so you know who you are, okay? Start from left, so start from one end to the other. On this one, I didn't write a number, but it was for a specific reason. So, and guys, I am not an artist, so
I think you did far better than I could do. Let me tell you, I don't do the stick people or nothing else.
Yeah, no, I was just like, oh.
I think you did amazing. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Do you like it? Well,
I love it
because you can't use a pencil. To, you know, I can't. You just have to freestyle it. Like I can't. You know, I could maybe use a stencil, but that's like I did that the last time, and that was really hard.
Oh, very pretty. I love the colors too. I love all the colors of the candles you bought.
Well, the funny thing is that and on some of them. Yeah, on them too, I have archangels' names written on the back of the candles too. So awesome. You know, I'll show those off in like the private videos. But I really, you know, I'm just loving this whole energy thing, and this thing is going to be ridiculous. I'm going to move it into the living room like I always do, and you know, I just love it. I want to film it tonight with, you know, with the light off and all these candles lit. It's just gonna be really, really amazing, guys. And I'm really proud of myself because I really was like, I didn't think I was gonna be able to draw anything. I don't know, did I do this one? I just want to make sure I get everybody. There we go. And so, and then I can show you guys like each of your cards, you know, in the private video. And then this way you know who you got, which I think is really cool. I mean, if there's anybody on now who doesn't mind sharing and wants to know what their card is, I can tell you. Otherwise, we'll do it in a video later.
Oh, okay, awesome. Well, you can show mine.
All right, cool beans.
Fine. I know you can show Jenny. She doesn't mind.
Yeah, she doesn't mind. Okay, so this one was yours. I got Damara. Okay. Oh, sorry. The camera is backwards on here. Yeah. And I love the work on here because, I mean, these kids are so, I mean, they're just beautiful, And it says, you are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. Okay. And
well, that's the message I've been getting. You know that. It's like.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So I got for Jenny. Now, this is not saying this is who you work with, but this is the message that you need to hear, okay? And so this is Hathor.
By the way, this is Jenny, my cousin that lives with me, so you guys know.
And so this is Hathor. And what I love, and I find it really weird and interesting all at the same time, is how, her boobs are like right there, and yet there's these like, like it's almost like milk. Mother's milk coming out, and I love that. I'm sorry, I just do. And
well, I think that's so appropriate since she has baby Aiden. So I think it kind of works at different,
it's definitely
different levels.
She's pouring out her, her motherly instincts and her. I just love it. And it says, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, your energy, and your ability to give to others. And I feel like in giving to others, that means in service. I don't mean like, because you're probably like, well, I give to people, But I feel like it's kind of in a way of setting you up for your purpose, And so when you are willing to receive things from people, and without saying, oh, no, thank you, that's okay, thank you, and you're just like, okay, and then you're willing to reciprocate and give that back out, that's a way of, just giving back and getting from the universe, and I feel like that's going to raise your level up and really get you to your place where you're gonna, your life purpose.
Right. Well, I wanted to, oh, you know what, I guess we could do it towards the end. There was one lady that had posted on our free reading, and we didn't get to her the last time, and we were going to do it this time. Yeah. So do you want to do that now? Can we do that now?
Yeah,
okay,
let's do it now.
You got your cards ready? And let me go into
cards here.
Okay. I'm just going to go into her record quickly, and then we can get on with the rainbow energies that are going to come up next. But I did want to, we did make a promise, and we weren't able to do it last time.
Absolutely.
All right. I ask God if He will have shield of love and truth around you permanently, so only God's love and truth will exist between you and me. I love masters, teachers, and lovers of you to channel to me out of the lower realm to say whatever they wish. So I can finish the words of cards then. You want to remove whatever information I'm allowed. All right. Her question was kind of like regarding her love life or her career. So I think I feel like the love energy is coming through. And I'm getting actually a past life is what I'm seeing. And it reminds me of, it's kind of strange. It reminds me of the movie The King and I. Okay. Set in that time, and it seems to me that it's Thailand, okay, and it seems that she was perhaps from a different social class than her love and her twin flame. So she saw herself that, something that she could never aspire to having. Yeah, okay, now I'm getting it. And so this is kind of what she's brought over to this life. Like, you're not thinking you're worthy of receiving. You have someone, I believe, that is in your life that is trying to get through to you. But you're like not believing. You're not thinking you're worthy of this person's attention. and so you do things to undermine your relationship with that person, and you know, and all you have to do is open yourself up to love. How simple, you know, how simple yet how complex. In order for us to open ourselves up to love of someone else, we have to open up to the love that is within us for ourselves and that the divine has for us. So know that you can cut the cords to this past life, and what was a social structure at that time no longer has validity for you. So you are not lesser, nor are you more than anyone else. You are who you are. You're you. So I remember I used to say when I was little to my parents, or to my son when he was little, I would say, you're the only me I know. And it's true. It's like, you're the only one that is you. So it's okay to be who you are. It's okay to allow yourself to have self-love and to be loved, because that person is in your life, and but he won't be long if you don't make the changes within yourself. And you've been very gifted, so you have this wonderful, beautiful opportunity. So.
All right, cool. So I'm going to start mine with the possible career, you know, wanting to, you know, go, thinking about a career, where to go. And the first card that I got was Mawu with Mother Earth, okay? And, you know, it says here, what I'm called to, and, you know, is that she has, obviously an African, she's African. So I really like that. And, you know, this is maybe somebody you want to check into. And it says, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. And you know what? I wasn't going to read from the book, but I know that people always want like a little more information when they're looking for their life purpose. And so let me just do that real quick. Okay. So it says that your life's purpose involves environmentalism, or and you could start even just doing simple things like just using earth-friendly products, making sure you recycle, getting involved with an environmental group, or teaching others about conservationism. And it just says there's no greater cause today than giving back to your mother and rekindling a friendship with the soil, the air, and the water. The earth is the life force for material life, and there's no sense in continuing a downward spiral of dirtying the planet with further pollution. Your contribution is necessary no matter how small. So just to give you a little bit more insight into that. And then the next card I got was Follow Your Heart. And St. Francis, you know, what I see here, and, you know, definitely is the heart chakra, working on that, using that to find your passion. But also that, you know, I feel like there's doves and there's a doe in here, so possibly, again, and he's outdoors. Sorry, let me move it over and get that glare out. There we go. And I feel like I see the animals, I see outdoors, and it just says, well, focus upon your strengths, which seems really obvious, but you know, sometimes we don't do that. We go into a panic mode and we're just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and it's just like, wait, you know what, settle down, think about what are you good at, what do you love to do. And you know, it may not be the biggest money maker in the world, you know, but at least it will be something that really satisfies you. And then as far as the relationship part, I got the Cherish card by Shamuel. Okay, and for me, this is, you know, you have to cherish yourself, and you're not doing that, and so you have to work on that. And once you cherish yourself, then, you know, that makes room for this other person to come in and be like, you know what, I'm here for you. Let me take care of you. Let me cherish you. Okay, and then the other card I got is Sound of Fun with Stillness. And so for me, this just means that you really just need to go within. Don't freak out. I know, you know, you're trying to figure this out. You're trying to figure that out. And basically, you know, I know it sounds really esoteric, but you have to sit down. You have to ground yourself. You have to meditate and really tap into yourself. And you will find the answer of what it is that you're meant to do. Now, as far as a career, you know, right, for me, the career is separate from your passion and your purpose. So I think at first, you may not be able to do both at the same time. So don't panic if you're having to look in a career that's not really like your thing, where you're just like, oh, you know, this isn't, you know, I'm not going to wake up and be like, woohoo, you know, but that's okay, because I think what you need to pursue on the side is your passion and what you love to do.
Awesome. 888 Monad said, would you please show her cards?
Okay.
So I think we could show the one that she also generously donated. I think that would be okay.
Okay, cool. All right, so yours is the Ankh now. And you had the orange calcite is yours. And you got Freya.
Ooh. Nice. Be bold.
She's hot, okay?
Yeah.
And for me, it says unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. What I love in the background, first of all, I love that she has the wings on her helmet, okay?
Yeah.
She has the horn to call out, and there's an ocelot. I think this is an ocelot. And I don't know, you know, what your power animal is, but I think this is something you could work with. And what I love is that right in the background, see if you can see it, all those colors, that's a giant crystal mountain. Oh. So, and then, of course, there's a rainbow running behind her. And so, I also, it's telling you to be bold and to be feminine and sensual and take chances, you know, be like the Fool card where he's just jumping off the cliff blindly and he's like, woohoo, you know. And then for the other one, the other donation that you made for, we got Trust with Vishnu, okay? And so, let me see if I can read from the card real quick. Even though it's probably really obvious, I'm sure. Okay, so it says that you can trust the situation that you're inquiring about. The solid foundation of your situation gives it a trustworthy basis. Keep purifying your motivations so that they are completely about love and service to elevate the energy and the experiences even further. And he works along the gods Brahma and Shiva. And he brings about harmony. So, very cool.
It's funny because Taylor Holding comes in, she says, it's so beautiful how guidance that is not necessarily meant for us personally will clarify and truly guide us as if it were our own, as we need it. And that's the beauty of being in a group, because our group energies